Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to 50 Essentials. If you are new to my channel, my name is Josie. Welcome. Oh man, I needed to do this video for y'all today because you know how when you're aware of an energy, when you're aware of certain things, you think you got some kind of like handle on the situation. Nah. I forgot we were dealing with like Jupiterian energy that blows things like all out of proportion. Okay. Now, in Vedic astrology, I don't know about Western because I'm not really tracking that. But in Vedic, the full moon happened in Sagittarius. Okay. Hey, boo. It happened in Sagittarius. And there are people close to me that are really feeling this beautiful full moon energy. The thing is, um, abundance can be difficult and challenging and even painful if you were not ready to receive it. Whatever that abundance looks like, whether it's an abundance of information, abundance of money, material things, emotion, an abundance of even abilities that come online. You have the idea of something, and then when you hit that experience in order to make wisdom, that experience part, boy, it look a little different than that idea. And I feel like a lot of us are going through it right now. Now I got my handy dandy Cosmic Insights app open, and I'm looking at it. I'm going to today's date, which is the 12th. Y'all, I did a post in my Patreon that is a voice clip, like it's a voice recording, but there's also text in that post giving you tools, literally giving you tools on how to handle some of the energies in June. But there's so much that I'm like, man, I didn't say this, I didn't say that, I didn't mention this. And and we like to think, oh, well, we're just saying whatever's important. And then your whole spirit just hops up and is like, no, you need to say this too. And you need to say that. And that's what's happening right now, because it's like turning in a paper with a whole chunk of stuff missing and you didn't realize it, and you're like, oh snap, like you want to get it back before the teacher gets it so you can put more in there. It's so funny. So let me talk about the specific planetary conversation that made me hop on this video, because not only are we feeling that beautiful full moon in Sag, however, we are also feeling what we're on the heels of, what is coming, what is about to really just kind of snatch us up unexpectedly. It's kind of like when you're being disrespectful, or when somebody, when you mess around and find out type situation. You don't think they would, but they did, and now you're like, whoa. It's that energy. You didn't think it would happen, or you didn't think that person would, and you got checked. This is literally that Sagittarius full moon, okay? But on top of that, we are dealing with a square that's getting tighter, that's closing in, okay? Just imagine if you're in a room with 4 walls, and for a little while, because the walls are far away, every now and again, you think, dang, is that wall moving? But you don't really think nothing of it. You just keep going back and forth like, dang, I know I'm not tripping. It look like the walls are moving. But then you ignore it until they get close enough and you're like, yo, the walls are definitely moving. This is where we are now. We were ignoring the walls when we were first seeing signs of the walls moving, so we didn't leave the room. And now the walls are close enough where we're sure that the walls are coming in, that square is tightening, and we're like, oh, snap, you know what I'm saying? Now there's a chance you may not make it out, you know what I'm saying? Because it's so close. It took you that long to realize that the square was tightening. And that's what's going on. Uranus, our beautiful Uranus, is literally squaring Mars. And just think about Mars and Uranus, period. When you think about those two planets and you think about the energy, it's kind of like being slapped in the face, okay? And then realizing after you're slapped that there's a wax strip left there that you now have to pull off. That's how this energy feels, okay? It's wild, but that's what's coming up. It's very uncomfortable. So my advice to you is, don't try anybody if you are not ready to go all the way, okay? Watch what you say out there. There's a lot of people who are really believing in their beliefs. This is the time to let people be whatever they're going to be, okay? If they're out there just talking out the side of their head, don't know what they're talking about, as long as it's not hurting you, let it be. As long as nobody's getting hurt, let them talk about whatever thing you may think is right or wrong. Just let it be. Do not try to correct people right now. Let them find out on their own. It's going to be so much easier because there's going to be a fight and an argument that straight up, Five of Swords energy. And for those of you who don't like to debate, it's going to be too much. Hands will be thrown. It will escalate very quickly because you're dealing with the beautiful amplifying and expanding energy of Jupiter in the background of this Uranus-Mars square that is going to really intensify. Today's the 12th. So between the 13th and 15th, it's going to be real lit out there. And you're going to have to be real lit in a different way. Hold your light, okay? Hold your light. Please hold your light and hold your tongue. I've been getting hits about the throat chakra a lot lately. It's just been in my face. And I think now I've finally figured out what the message is. The collective is literally going through a throat chakra clearing and upgrade. And I couldn't figure it out for the life of me because I've been getting this message for a week now. Everything, throat chakra. And I'm like, what's going on? But yeah, swords energy, wands energy, throat chakra. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it. And if you want to share your wisdom, make sure it's in response to an invitation. Don't voluntarily share your wisdom. Your wisdom ain't welcome everywhere. I remember telling y'all at some point that people were really going to be believing in their beliefs. And it's very potent right now. Let them. If it's too much for you, if it's too hot in the kitchen, get out. Create space between you and those who want to try to force you to believe their beliefs or try to make it seem like whatever it is that you're believing or understanding is wrong and their way is the only right way. Just get away from it. Don't engage with it, okay? Because that's real strong right now. And it doesn't even always have to deal with religion or spirituality. It could be anything. If you're arguing with the bank teller because you're literally saying, hey, I was just here 5 minutes ago, and they're like, no, you weren't. Let it be. Go to a different branch, deal with a different person, or just let them believe that you just got there so you can finish your transaction and get out. People are glitching hard right now, okay? They're seeing things that you're not seeing, you know what I'm saying? Even though y'all might both have the ability to see, ghosts and things like that, whatever. Everybody seems to be having their own little micro kamikaze situation going on here. And you just got to be like, it's okay. Yeah. Really short, compassionate responses, very detached. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about using diamond energy at this point. I need to use diamond energy to literally protect my field now. Like I need to upgrade because I really need to feel like stronger deflective energy and multifaceted deflection, because no, the answer is no. Don't bring that over here. We cannot do that. We will not do that. Okay. I want the light to hit you so hard. I will meditate. You know what I'm saying? I will literally like be so bright that you just cannot even bother with me. Like y'all gotta, that's what I love about situational, you could call it situational magic. You could literally not experience whole situations. A lot of people are so focused on throwing energy back and forth and being in it and in the drama. You could literally set yourself up to not even experience any of it. The whole situation passes you by. You're one of those people out there, like everybody else is fussing about traffic. You were in that same traffic, but you didn't even have you didn't see any traffic. You didn't feel any traffic. That wasn't your experience. And we've really got to start to speak over our day, especially now. Some of the things that I like to do just on a regular basis is whether I'm in the shower, whether I'm doing my Qigong practice, I take time out to, first of all, give my spiritual highest divine aspects permission to assist me. And everything is in the now, right? But then I make my declarations with the understanding that those declarations over myself are being assisted by my highest divine aspects. And some of those declarations sound like highest divine cooperation with everyone and every situation that I encounter, a clear, safe path on my travels, highest divine prosperity and abundance coming to me in all kinds of different and unexpected ways. Get specific when you are speaking over yourself before you walk out that door to the shenanigans, okay? It's very effective. It is very effective. We have to increase the tools we have, implement that at all times. Yep. And that's Shashu right there from Shash Universe. She's the person I call when I'm irritated. She helps me out. She reminds me, hey, get it together. You got this. Like a coach. But yeah, some major tools are going to be speaking specific intentions over yourself, really sincerely allowing and stating that you will receive help from your higher divine aspects, right? Because it's all you. No matter if you use the term spirit guides, angels, whatever, it's all you. Let yourself know that you can fully be present and functional, and you're able to help yourself, okay? Yeah, it's keep snacks, whatever. I don't care if they're healthy or not. Just keep snacks in your car. You know what I'm saying? Make yourself comfortable if you have to be coming and going. Set yourself up for success. If you know you're one of those people that can't miss a meal, set yourself up for success. Okay? If you know you're one of those people that needs to be comfortable, don't go out there trying to impress nobody being cute right now, because woo, it's going to be amplified, the discomfort, right? And then again, going back to this square with Uranus and Mars, and then the full moon in Sagittarius. And let me tell y'all, and again, Vedic astrology, okay? So Uranus is in Taurus, right? And Mars is in Leo. And then you've got this full moon in Sag. Okay, so you got 2 fire signs, and then you've got 1 stubborn earth sign. So what this looks like is, I will fight you, and I'm very passionate about it. Just waiting for somebody to try you, because it's a reflex. The reaction is already there. Everything is like a hair trigger. It's a minefield. Okay, so in order to use honey on the situation instead of vinegar, you're going to have to allow people, as immature as it may be, you're going to have to let them fuss and whine. Okay, you're going to have to let them have their little outbursts and stuff, because they're going to be sudden and out of nowhere. Okay, what about me? There are going to be people who are literally going to go off because they allowed themselves to take, torture or misery for like a long time, and now they're blowing up. You're going to see that. So for some people, it's not sudden, but it's sudden to them if they were on the other side causing being the antagonist. Okay. And in the background, the moon is all like, tell the truth. Tell the truth. It's literally like we're being interrogated, like as a prisoner of war. They want, like, there's a need for information, and the information needs to be true. And there's no patience. And at any moment, you could get waterboarded. I'm just saying. This is a very, man, I know that in the last post I did in Patreon, I used a weird analogy, but yeah, there is no lubrication here. There's no lube. Whew. It's rough. It is rough. And sometimes that's what we need. It needs to be really just messed up in order to get right. There's a necessity to this, but I'm telling you, if it's for you, you'll get caught up, maybe even for a short period of time, so you can get on, and move through your lesson. If it's not for you, you will listen to your intuition, and you won't even have these situations. You'll just hear about it from other people, because you're moving with your intuition. You're listening to yourself, trusting yourself, when to go outside and when to stay inside, things like that. That's that Sagittarius full moon. It's moving off of instinct, it that's like, it's the epitome of when spirit says move, I move, right? That's what that is in the background, trying to literally help you navigate this Uranus Mars square. This is a very passionate and stubborn energy, and you've got to utilize that Sagittarius moon from the positive side. You don't want to be out there debating with people because you believe so heavily in your own beliefs. Instead, utilize the instinctual, spiritually wise, like ready to learn side of Sagittarius, not the this is what I believe and you should believe it too, and I'm not budging, because it's going to amplify that square with Mars and Uranus. Okay. And here's the deal. What y'all need to understand is, even though I'm just saying, oh, there's this square with Uranus and Mars, just know that Uranus is literally next to the sun right now in Taurus. So there's also the personality, the ego, the sun energy there. And then Mars is next to K2 in Leo. So there's also karma and past relationships, past mastery, past everything, healing and stuff, spirituality. So it's not just, oh, Uranus is square Mars and the only players in the game are Uranus, Mars, and the moon. No, you got the sun making it, right there, center stage for everybody to see. And then you've got K2 here snatching everything material and anything you're holding on to. So yeah, some of these are not just going to be words. Some of these situations are not just going to be fights. People are going to lose assets. Okay? Like, when you get that call, it ain't going to be something simple like, oh, I got into it with this person and we broke up. Like, no, it's going to be like, girl, or you won't believe what happened. And there's going to be this epic story of all the things that transpired, all because somebody spoke their truth. I know y'all see, I switched over to my big lapis. This is going to be my boo. I can't. Whew. So what kind of crystals can y'all wear during this time? I think Shashu had already mentioned in the comments. I'm looking. Hematite. So hematite, obsidian, tourmaline, labradorite, tiger's eye. These are what's coming. Amethyst. It's red. Garnet. Those are the crystals that come up for you to wear. And Shashu also added selenite. But do people wear selenite? Have it in your environment. Because, you got to be careful. You can't get it wet. So, yeah, she said all the red and black ones. All the red and black crystals. But, yeah, I've got to let y'all go. I've got to link up with my mom now. But I needed to pop in and give y'all some kind of tools. This is your heads up. You're going to be okay. Prioritize your comfort. Prioritize your peace. Say less. Move slow. Don't make no sudden moves out there, y'all. And Shashu does have some crystals. Please visit Shashu's store. Type your link tree, Shashu, in the chat, please. visit her. She's got some crystals and things too. She actually has that. I don't have it. But you're welcome, Carl. I'm here to be of service, but I'm just like everybody else. I feel this energy. and I be having to get a handle on myself. This is why there's a lot of us. We help each other. I'm looking for Shashu's thing before I end the stream. I want to make sure I see her link tree link, because she makes some awesome jewelry, and I love the materials that she uses when she wraps her crystals. She makes bracelets. I've seen earrings, all kinds of stuff. I'm about to type it. I'm about to mess around and type it. There's a delay. I'm like, look. Or maybe it's not letting you. Shash. There we go. And I'm gonna pin it, okay? She said it's there. So yeah, you know, what happens is, how do you say? In the chat replay, I have it set for the chat replay to play. Okay. So y'all will see it. And it's the pinned message. So yeah, head over to Shashu's link tree, y'all. Have a beautiful day, loves. I'm a head out. Everything's gonna be great. Hey, Graciela. I'll see y'all later. Catch the replay. It should stay public.